Welcome to XQ, where we make your brain understand, well, your brain. Today we're tackling psychology. That's right, the science of why you remember every cringeworthy thing you've ever said but forget where you put your phone while literally holding it. Psychology isn't just about bearded men asking how you feel about your mother. It's the scientific study of why humans are so wonderfully, hilariously weird. So strap in as we psychoanalyze psychology itself. Psychology officially became a science in 1879 when Wilhelm Wundt opened the first psychology lab in Germany. Before that, people just assumed everyone else was as confusing as they were and called it a day. Now, psychology has more branches than a family tree at a soap opera convention. We've got clinical psychologists who help people with mental health issues. Think of them as emotional plumbers, unclogging the pipes of your psyche. Cognitive psychologists study thinking and memory, essentially trying to figure out why you can recall all the lyrics to a 90s commercial jingle, but not the name of your neighbor you've known for 3 years. Social psychologists examine human interactions, or as I call it, the science of awkward elevator conversations. Developmental psychologists track how we change over time, documenting the journey from adorable toddler to teenager who thinks you're embarrassing to adult, who realizes their parents were right about everything. Psychology has several major perspectives, each like that friend who insists their way of giving directions is best. Freud's psychodynamic approach suggests unconscious forces drive behavior, basically claiming your desire to eat that entire pizza comes from repressed childhood pizza related trauma. Behaviorists focus on environment and consequences, explaining that you're addicted to social media because every notification gives your brain a tiny party. Cognitive psychology examines mental processing, or why your brain autocompletes you too after a waiter says, "Enjoy your meal." The humanistic perspective is the optimistic friend who believes in your potential, while the biological approach reminds you that your existential crisis might just be because you haven't eaten a sandwich in 6 hours. Your memory isn't a perfect recording. It's more like a game of telephone where the message changes slightly every time it's passed along. This explains why you and your sibling have completely different recollections of who broke that lamp in 1997. Your brain loves shortcuts through cognitive biases, like confirmation bias, where you only notice evidence supporting your belief that you're the best driver on the road, despite the mysterious dents appearing on your car. The availability heuristic makes you terrified of shark attacks, but perfectly comfortable texting while crossing busy streets. These aren't flaws, they're efficiency features with occasional glitches. Want to change behavior? Psychology has tips that actually work, unlike your New Year's resolution to just be better. Setting specific goals helps, not get in shape, but stop using the treadmill exclusively as a clothing rack. Environment matters tremendously. Keeping healthy snacks visible increases the chance you'll eat them, though unfortunately, not as much as hiding them increases the thrill of finding them at 2 a.m. And that willpower you're so proud of? It's like your phone battery depletes throughout the day and is mysteriously at 2% when you need it most. That's why diet decisions made after a stressful workday often end with empty ice cream containers and regret. Emotions are psychology's drama department. Researcher Paul Ekman identified 6 universal emotions: happiness, sadness, fear, disgust, anger, and surprise, or as I call them, the 6 emotional dwarfs of the human experience. Emotional intelligence means recognizing when you're hangry before you text your ex or yell at a printer. Interestingly, accepting negative emotions works better than suppressing them. Turns out telling yourself, "I'm not angry," while aggressively slamming cabinet doors isn't particularly effective. In relationships, psychology reveals that successful couples have 5 positive interactions for every negative one. So for every time you mention their annoying chewing sounds, you need 5 compliments to balance the relationship ledger. Attachment theory explains why some people text 17 times in a row when you don't respond immediately, while others forget they're in a relationship until reminded. And love languages help explain why your partner's gift of a practical vacuum cleaner didn't spark the romance they expected. Modern psychology has developed treatments that actually help people, which is nice. Cognitive behavioral therapy teaches people to recognize thoughts like, "I'm a complete failure because I burnt toast," might be slightly exaggerated. Mindfulness practices help you stay present, which is particularly challenging in a world designed to make your attention span shorter than a goldfish with ADHD. The mind body connection shows how powerfully intertwined our thoughts and physical responses are. The placebo effect proves thinking you're taking medicine can actually make you feel better, which explains why my mom's magic kisses on injuries worked so well when I was 5. Stress affects everything from your immune system to how tightly you grip your steering wheel when someone cuts you off. And exercise helps depression partly because it's hard to ruminate on your problems while trying not to die during burpees. Psychology helps us understand that much of our mental life happens below awareness, like how you mysteriously find yourself in the kitchen without remembering the journey, or why you have strong opinions about people based on their font choices. By understanding these principles, we gain the superpower of self awareness, which doesn't fix everything, but at least helps us laugh at our own predictable weirdness. So, next time you find yourself analyzing why you got irrationally angry when someone took your unassigned seat, or wondering why you procrastinate despite the mounting panic, remember, you're thinking like a psychologist. And that's a powerful tool, almost as powerful as the relief you feel when a social event gets canceled. Thanks for letting us mess with your head. If you enjoyed this psychological journey, smash that like button harder than you hit snooze this morning. Subscribe to XQ for more brain-bending explanations that make you both smarter and chuckle awkwardly in public. Share your own psychological quirks in the comments. We're all wonderfully weird together. Until next time, keep questioning, keep laughing at your own mental glitches, and keep exploring the hilarious chaos of the human mind with XQ, where we make smart stuff surprisingly fun.